Welcome back to FoodCrafts. Today, we're going to craft restaurant quality fried rice by following 5 tips that will change your fried rice game forever. I learned most of these tips growing up when my parents owned a Chinese restaurant, so today, I'm going to show you the secrets of how Chinese restaurants make the best fried rice. Throughout the video, I'll be sprinkling in each tip that you should be incorporating into your fried rice. Let's start with the foundation of any fried rice. The rice. In a pot, we're going to add 2 cups of uncooked rice. Head to the sink to wash our rice. The washing process will remove any excess starch from the rice and prevent sticky or clumpy rice. Usually 2 to 3 times is sufficient or until the rice water is just barely cloudy. Once the rice is washed, add 2 cups of cold water to the pot. Place that into a rice cooker and start cooking your rice. Once it's finished, give the rice a stir to break it up and also fluff up the rice. When the pot is cool enough to handle, put the rice in the fridge uncovered for at least 12 hours. This process will dry the rice to prevent mushy, soft fried rice. It's the next day and we're going to take the rice out of the fridge. Wash your hands and put on some gloves because it's time for tip number 1. Break up your rice for the perfect bite. This will prevent any clumps of rice from making it to your plate. Also, clumps of rice will not get seasoned properly, so we need to break them down now, and it's much easier and much more efficient than breaking all the clumps when it's in your pan. Let's prepare our eggs for fried rice. We're taking 2 eggs and beating them until the yolks and the egg whites are combined. We're already on to tip number 2. Add color to your fried rice. Besides your eggs, which will add yellow to your fried rice, color equals flavor, and we always eat with our eyes before our mouth. There are so many different ingredients that you can add to your fried rice, but for today's video, I'm going to dice up some spring onion for green, some red bell pepper for red, and yellow onion, which is mostly just for flavor. Another tip is to cut all your vegetables the same size for consistent bites. It also makes our finished product look that much better. Finally, it's time to bring out the wok and introduce tip number 3. High heat is key. Most of us don't have an industrial stove at home, so to achieve as much wok hay as we can, we need to turn up the heat and move fast. You're only going to burn your food if you aren't keeping up with the heat. Add oil to your pan and in goes your eggs. Make sure to stir and keep the eggs moving. After the eggs are just about done, toss in your vegetables. We're going to leave the spring onions for the very end to maintain their crunch. Toss, toss, toss until everything is cooked. And finally, we are going to add our rice. Toss again until everything is combined. Take your time with this step because we need to get that rice hot. Tip number 4. Sauce your wok for aroma. By cooking down some of the soy sauce using the side of the wok, you create aroma for your fried rice. Remember, we eat with our eyes, nose, and mouth. You can also put a little soy sauce directly on the fried rice for additional saltiness. Now we're going directly into tip number 5. Don't be afraid of bouillon or MSG for umami. MSG creates umami, but you can also use something like chicken bouillon as it also creates umami. Sometimes it even has MSG in it. Additionally, we've seasoned our fried rice with salt, white pepper, and a little sesame oil for additional aroma. The very last step is to turn off the heat and throw in your spring onions, give it one final toss, and we're ready for plating. Plate your fried rice on your favorite plate or bowl, and if you have some leftover spring onions, sprinkle that on top for better presentation. And there you have it, a beautiful fried rice that beats the competition and made right in your kitchen. Notice the individual grains of rice and how much each grain is seasoned with soy sauce. Additionally, there are no clumps of white rice on your plate. Both are signs of a quality fried rice. As far as the taste, this is the best tasting fried rice I've ever had. The rice was seasoned to perfection and every bite had a little bit of everything. So I'm going to take this off screen and have myself a meal. But let me know down in the comments what you think of my 5 tips, and if you have any more fried rice tips, go ahead and share it down below. Otherwise, I will see you all next time.